Good morning. I'm ready to chip away at this project. All right, I think we're nearly there. Oh, yep, nearly there. Look at the phone. How is everyone today? Let's get going. So in this case, I need to set up the browser real quick. Browser. There we go. Back here. So first thing we're going to do is get the multiplexer up and running for publishing. Let's see. Did clean this up. I thought about this a lot yesterday, and essentially what I came away with was if we continue to read something that was just available, it sets it up to be unfair for the others. Rocking out, good morning. So we're going to keep pushing the packet back into the reader system, or not the packet, but the packet reader back into the select all, or I think it's now a futures unordered. We'll keep doing that. And that will make the system a little bit more fair. How are you doing, rocking out? So we're missing something here. We need to change to cargo. Toml file for version info. Oh, nice. Very nice. Yep, I'm going to make a change to this. I think we're going O10. Integration tests. Let's take a look at what I had to change here. Nothing. Okay. Multiplexer. Basically, I'm looking for things. Are they breaking changes, etc.? Cargo release. Good morning, Museum. I should definitely look into something like that. Bumped version cargo. Get tag for the. Okay, nice. That does sound really nice. It has a dry run. That's cool. I'm using it. It's been getting better, the little crate there. We switched away from the select all to the futures unordered. But other than that, I don't think there's too big of a change here. Oh, we did fix this though. No, that was the same. Any reason I don't use a nice looking sword? This looks awesome. I mean, it even has color instead of just minuses and pluses. It's just what I'm used to. I've been using this for so long. Well, command line source control. Oh, good. Delta's new for diff. Yeah, this is a Vim plugin called Fugitive. I think it's called Fugitive. I really like it. No, I don't think anything really changed here. This could be a dot release. You get page replacement. Oh, neat. Oh, okay. Let me check that out. Syntax highlight. Oh, nice. I'm surprised it's not made in Rust Museum. I would have to say that 90% of suggested tools from you are built in Rust. Yeah, 94%. All right, well, for tossing that in there, actually, I'll go ahead and do that. Set that on in the background. I'm most interested in getting the cargo release stuff working. Oops, wrong one. Okay, we were in here looking for anything that would say like, oh, this actually breaks the API. I don't think I broke the API today. Yeah, it was just one type to another. Just a little bit of a cleanup. This change here I thought was interesting. Having to rebind this here. That surprised me. Hey, morning, Carter. Or put it in the git config. Nice. Well, that's going to take it a minute to get installed, probably. Yeah, updating Homebrew. I haven't done it in a while. Oh, dash dark. Got it. This is probably an 091 here. It's almost there. Let me try that out. I have been successful in convincing my lead engineers on the backend team to play with Rust and to work on swapping out one of our smaller services at work with a Rust one. So they're using Warp, and they're actually using Tokyo Postgres. I thought was an interesting choice. I've just been trying to poke some into it, so I haven't been too opinionated. But I've done a little bit of a code review on his stuff, and it's looking pretty good. Oh, all sorts of bundled options for fancy output. Oh, wow. I see. That is nice. All right, so that's installed. Cargo. Commit before release. Good. Oh, that's a nice setup. So how do I end up using this along with... Let's go post an article about replacing one of the services written in Go. Oh, yes, yes, that was an interesting one. Stirred up the communities a bit. And a config file. Okay. Oh, previous tag name. Interesting. Name of the git tag. That's pretty cool. So what I've been doing, commit, goodness, come on, Vim fingers. This is not really a fix. It's kind of maintenance. It wasn't really very neat. Start with your brittle way. You commit, change toml. Yeah, what I'm wondering is how do I actually use that with a branch? What I want to do is make sure that I have a merge that's going from some other branch into master, not actually work on master here. If I said git checkout Halsey slash, I don't know, this is features unordered. Do the merge manually. Got it, okay. So we have that, click over there. That seems like a decent change. reset that. Oh. There we go. Okay, so there's that. Now let's play around with this git release tool. Didn't actually merge it. We're waiting for GitHub to do its little magic. It's got a build check that it's doing right now. Click on the pull request. You should be able to see that. Actually, I don't know if you can actually see it. GitHub Actions locally, really? That sounds cool. Oh, you can see it. That's cool. All right. So it ran the build. It ran the tests. It's running its post actions, which I have no idea what its post actions are. I've forgotten. All right. It's cargo. This help. Also do -- dry run. The tag name for the previous release. Well, let's toss a -v on there, or maybe a double V. Uses Docker and downloads the image that GA. Oh, interesting. Docker on my network is kind of a no-go. Just don't have the bandwidth to download huge images. Only the Linux targets. Oh, interesting. That's cool. That does seem nice. Run a local, and that'd be great for debugging that stuff. So if I give it the previous tag, push remote, tenant version. What is that? Specify how workspace dependencies on this crate should be handled. So it's just tag name and then previous tag name. That will be vo.9.0. v.9.1. Oh, I didn't see that in there. Giving a change log, okay. How do we apply settings only to the... I definitely want to see that. So, while we're waiting for the GitHub thing, that looks very, very nice. Maintaining a changelog here. Careful maintenance. You can still use pre-release replacements to smooth your process. Ah, look at that. In cargo, your cargo release to do replacements while bumping version. Fancy. Let's try that out. Let's say this would be in cargo. Just toss this at the bottom then. I'm gonna need a changelog file. That's interesting. They're linked to the ipachangelog.com, and that is interesting. I had never been to that site. All right. So in this case, we'll have to get those tags in there, but let's change some of these. This GitHub link here. Make sure this is correct. Browser. That'll be stream multiplexer. There. Now we just need the two tags in there, next header, next URL. Oh dear. After this and reload. Now what do we need to toss in there again? One of those. One of these. Stag Food, thank you for the follow. Let's do another dry run of that. Oh, you know what? This should be inside a NeoVim. Looking at cargo toml. We have this over on the right. Invalid type. Sequence expected a version string like that, or detailed discrepancy like this. Okay, so it doesn't want the V. Guessing. Or. So let's give it an 081. previous o.8.1 and our tag name that. It'll invalid TOML file format. Really? This TOML version is fine up there, so it must be having an issue with this here. Let's see, what's not correct in here? Anybody know of like a TOML validator? I think I might have one. I got a TOML pretty print or something. No, it doesn't seem to be there. That looks... Oh, maybe it just doesn't like it in the in that section. And let's check out... Oh, they were using it. Oh, I see. Oh, that's a nice little addition to have there. Okay, so that should actually be in its own config file. Let's do that. Okay. Now, what else did we see in here that we might want? I like this chore on there. That's good. No dev version, true. How is this one here different than ours? Oh, this does it to the README file here. Oh, interesting. So you can actually change some of these elements there. That's nice. That's really nice. Right, but I think we just want these elements here. Okay, let's try that again. -- help. Now we want to give it our config file. --config. Okay. Oh, I somehow flipped a bunch of that. I see, and this no dev thing might actually control these elements here. Let's see if that makes a difference. Run the exact same thing. Yeah, there's no dev version. Oh, fancy. Well, it looks like the PR passed its checks. Let's go ahead and get that. Oh, that's right. Get stash. Pop that. Okay. And what if we remove those? Okay. It's fine. And to play around just a little bit more with it, they had skip publish. So we have a token. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder what that's for. Fancy. Level or version. And what does level or version mean here at this point? We do an optional dash dash and then level or version. Level or, oh, it's at the very bottom here. Default release. So if I say, in this case, major, it updates it to 1.0.0. Interesting. Okay. Minor. The cargo publish, those flags can go on release the TOML with some changes for the key names. It's nice. I don't think I actually need much in there. It looks like all I will be doing is providing it with the config file name and then what type of release it is. Like in this case, it's just basically a patch release, right? Or yes. .192. It's funny because there it is. I don't think I want any changes yet to my cargo.toml file. Oh, in places for release a toml. Ah, got it. Okay, thank you. Flags. Great. Workspace. Home. I see. Very nice. For this test, I think I'm going to revert that in here. Let's say that's a .o. Oh, come on. I'll do a dry run again. That'll be a patch. It should. At least one replacement expected. Found 0. Oh, because it's .0. Okay, fine. We'll just skip one when going to this tool. For unreleased, at least one replacement expected, found 0. Oh, is that in here? Exactly 1. Because we have yet did that. Okay. Oh, let's try that again. I wanted to try the command now. Hey, Xenocron, good morning. We're playing around with the cargo release tool. For unreleased, at least one replacement expected, found 0. That's because we didn't actually do anything here, did we? So in this case, it wants exactly 1 for unreleased. Because of that? No. Interesting, it's like a little bit of a chicken and the egg problem. Alright, do I need to actually include this text in here, unreleased? Okay. Make sure our changelog is correct. In this case, next URL. But in this case, we want /unreleased. The space there? Space, yes. It looks like it just has to find this. And the previous one, or the, so in this case, it would be 0.9.1 or something. Dry run, good. Ah, release date. Okay, we've satisfied that one. The next one is release date. Hopefully after we get this set up here. Okay, that looks close. Good. Okay, that will work. I'm surprised that, let's see, this one here, replace tag name. Why didn't it complain about this one here? I would have expected it to whine about that. Well, I'm going to be a little destructive with Git history here. Just going to amend that, git push. Luckily, this thing is pretty much in its own little bubble. Cannot detect changes for that because that is missing. But you know what? I am using -v on the tag names here. Okay, let's also configure that. They must have a config for that. By default, your tags will look like v version if the crate is in the repo root. Crate name dash version otherwise. Fine. That's actually really nice. That's really nice. Okay. I'm also going to change this because we don't have a monorepo. All right. The previous tag name, I hope I don't have to set that over and over and over again. All right, one more, git add release, git commit mend. Yeah. And hopefully we don't have to do that ever again. Yeah, I guess it's just that oh, sorry. Yes, that's an argument. I want to see what it's doing a little bit more before I commit to this. All right, so files changed. Don't I know? Oh, interesting. It's actually tracking which files changed. Update some of those. Neat. -AM chore, okay. Okay, and it does do the V on there. Interesting. And if we don't include that, this one case. Oh, here, let's make it not so verbose. Yeah, it says it's missing. Oh, that's absolutely right. I didn't actually tag that. So that would have been this one. Ags, not targs. Ags, there we go, get push tags. Oh, the tool wasn't lying to us. Good, okay. So in the future, I could just run get release and then what I think it is. Do that, match, release, stream multiplexer, such and such. Yes. You know, it could have actually run the whole build and everything too. Because that has a dry run flag it could have propagated. Make it so. Oh, look at that log line. It just looks so out of place there. Uh-oh, fatal. Timed out waiting for the crate to be published. Won't look out of latest. Okay. Actually, what happened here? Get status. Okay, LG. Okay. Tour release. Blah blah blah. Fine. Interesting that it didn't do the tag because this failed while publishing. If we do a cargo publish, I find it surprising that cargo failed to publish. It should just work here. Well, yeah, it has dry run, but it should just do its thing, right? Oh, it's already uploaded. Okay. Really? Okay, yeah, updated 3 minutes ago. But the other tool didn't get the result here. Because it didn't get the result, it didn't finish whatever it was going to do, which I think is just tagging it and pushing the tag. Cargo, what features dash SL stream? Oh, yes. I want to try that out. Oh, look at that. That's cool. That's such a neat tool. I hope people are actually using that because it is, I've found it useful. Oh, for the yanked ones, I've never yanked one of these. I figure like this is, it hasn't hit like 0.1 yet, so there's no point. I guess unless it's gonna, you know, destroy somebody's computer or catch something on fire. Oh, I'm on the browser. Oh, thank you. Yeah, and in my README, I said it's, I don't know, changing a lot, so unstable. And isn't that the point of like the 0 for the major version? Like this is unstable, it's not finished yet. Once you hit like 0.1, then you really truly start to follow Semver. Oh, in case it's broken. Well, I might need to actually yank some of those then. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I started really paying attention kind of in this range here. Some of that. So I should probably be a little bit more careful with that. Which now that it's actually starting to be useful, I'm using that in the game server. It's changed a bit, and I think it's going through its paces, so it's good. Get status. Let's get log. I think I'm supposed to tag this now. It should have been tagged, but it failed to upload. I'm gonna go ahead and tag it for it. Then a bad morning. You had a good run and then a bad morning. Oh dear. Oh. Yeah. Let's tag this as vo.9.2. Oh no, not your image. Tag the latest change. Get push. Okay, that should work. Ah, when you get around to finishing the formatter. Wondering about that. They can work on your local crates. Yes. Oh, that's what I've been wanting. And were you able to use the kind of like the file system overlay crate that you found? That can use zip files as kind of mask. That thing looked so neat. Not yet. But let's take a peek. What did this actually do? Cat changelog. Oh, neat. If we click on one of these links, yes, there's nothing there. Fine. And if we click on the other link, I have to copy and paste that one. Alacrity doesn't recognize it completely as a link. Interesting that it did the curly braces there. I might have something to fix later. And yeah, not too interested in that at the moment. You just unpack the tar balls. It'll remove the unpacked version, I see. Next time you cargo add or cargo fetch that version and run whatever features, cleans up each run. That's cool. Oh, get Delta. Oh man, get Delta. Yes, looks like it is just Delta. All right. I want to be able to set that in the global Git settings instead of the environment. Do you happen to know what the config is for that? Core.pager. Oh, look at that. As a function that it's in. Dang. That's cool. Let's see, themes. Okay, and if we set it to put this in there and then dash dash 24 bit color. We do that. Delta pair themes. Seems like a interesting one. Delta dark. What was I doing there? Why did I even do that? Theme equals delta dash dash dark, right? Oh, it uses the same theme system as Bat. Got it. Okay. Oh, that makes sense because it talks about themes and using the Bat theme as base 16. You can do list themes and compare themes to see the available themes. Oh, wow. Oh, look at those. Zenburn. Some of those just don't work with this dark theme. Hmm. Oh, I see. Some of these are subtle in that, like here, Monakai, the equal is red. That's very subtle. All right, so we got Leet. No. But it's close. It's contender. I do like the colors in Dark Neon for the numbers. Oh, that they use Rust as the example. I didn't even notice. So natural. GitHub. Oh, that's just so bright there. I can't do that. Maybe Monakai Extended would work. Just Monakai. 1/2 dark. That's not too bad. Solarized dark. Eh. Sublime snazzy. I actually like too dark. Alright, we're going with too dark. What do we do there? To just theme too dark. Doesn't feel like it took. Guess that's it. Okay. And if we pull that into, where are we? Okay. Close out of, oh, sure, save that. Start NeoVim again. Look at the git status. Oh, it didn't take here. Oh, it uses Syntect. Interesting. I use built-in control WQ. Okay. Oh, I see. Control WQ. I didn't know that worked in Vim. However, we need to now update all of our cargo files. I would much rather use the version there. So / bracket put at 9.2. Good. Next. Syntect. Oh, interesting. Hmm. I like how they're honest with themselves. They say that they're fast, but not the fastest. Their goals look nice. Oh, list languages. Oh, wow. Yeah, no GD script in there. That's impressive. Missed what the error was. What was the error? Oh, can probably use it to configure it to use Python. I'm pretty sure there's a Sublime or GD script. Probably just have to pull it into the config, right? Yeah, uses Sublime text syntax definitions. Okay. There's probably one for GD script out there somewhere. Or I could just make one. And I don't know, GD script's a little weird in that some of it's kind of soft without the type info, and it's optional. Let's get the server running. Mismatch types. Expected struct. Those are exactly the same. I must have missed a change. Cargo.toml. Ah, there's one. Yeah, so if you ever find that your types are exactly the same, but they're not, because you have two different versions. Oh, the guy at work that I'm working with to get one of our services redone in Rust, he says that Rust works because the errors are so great. Oh, it's recent, last few versions. Oh, interesting. It is very helpful. I've run into that recently because I'll switch between versions for working on Stream Multiplexer. And, well, sometimes I'll forget to update a crate. All right, let's toss the game up. Oh, I have to start Godot. Luckily, it's a quick boot. Bunch of C++ programmers said never again. Yeah, it is. It is amazing. Oh, I hit a breakpoint or something on the client. Oh, I hit an assert. Oh, I hit the socket close thing. But it's not really closed. So we can move around in the world again. Awesome. Let's see, next we should probably work on LinkDead. That was one of the reasons we went and did all of this. Get a good LinkDead implementation. Can't wait to get real art for this. It's like having animatronics without skin. Like a video game in development. This is a point there. Let's make sure that this gets committed, get status. Yeah, lots changed to get this to work. Server, TCP server. Game master. Character, game state, game types. We bumped up the tick time. That was also good. Cargo. That just looks like white space. Oh, that's all the GD script stuff. Let's do a get if cached. All the stuff that we just put in there. Oh, look at that. That is pretty. That's a little hard to see though. Oh, the background color to use for the nice. And does that just do like a hex codes, like a browser? How do they want the diff? Or the, I said diff, I'm looking at a diff. What format do they want the colors in? RGB hex, okay. Or ANSI color number, ooh, fancy. I mean, here it's not so bad, it was just that thing up above. Oh, we added this file, yes. Omitted some of that out. Oh, for the delay queue stuff. Yeah, we'll get back into that here probably in a couple minutes. Stream subject is required, that's fine, that's good. File went away. I feel like so much has changed to get that stuff to work. Oh, we had some magic numbers in here, capacity. ID callback. We should not have these debug asserts like this for some of those. That's why you look at your changes. Okay, this one here, because the status callback is number based and CBOR, the number size changes, in most cases, it'll start with that capacity. But as you get further in the game, it'll start to blow up. Can't actually have that there. Disconnected. What does disconnected actually represent here? Entity ID and a reason. So this one doesn't change. We can leave that there. And this one, ID callback, has a type ID, type callback. Type callback's a number, I believe. Yeah, it's a U16. So that size changes. It means that we can't do that assert here. Good. Nope, just some cleanups there. Add a destination in there, remove packet 0, expected. Path stuff. Get Delta uses that. Green. Gotta add themes, but it will work for Delta. Oh, that's neat. I should probably inline those other things as well. So they're gonna get called all the time. Oh, you have to rebuild their cache. Interesting. Huh, that's neat. I don't know. I don't want to pre-optimize that stuff. I'm gonna leave that link open. I might play around with that later. Thank you. To XML with regex stuff. I should probably clean up some of those errors that we have. Some of that tracing is just gross. Okay, so maybe that's the next thing. Or you get a jump on the link dead bits. Yeah, okay, good. Feature can log in and walk. All right, got status there. Where am I? Okay, so now in this case, I can't wait to get that stuff. Should probably be committing that stuff at the same time. I did make changes to that. All right, I'm just going to bite the bullet, add that to Git. I have done a poor job of maintaining a git history for the client stuff. That's going to change now. Oh, but some of that stuff we can't put in there. This stuff we don't want to put in there. All right. Yeah, let's take these out. I want that. Yeah, we did change some of the unit tests to make sure some of the CBOR stuff wasn't causing packet 0 errors. I'm sure there's a lot of other minor changes we added in there. Some of this, that one shouldn't be in there. Yeah, these other little A-sprite blips. All right, rid of that. What else? That's fine, that's fine. Yeah, the islands, that can go away. That's better. All right, Carter. And every time I think about you going to have lunch, I think of pho. It is so far away from me. Let's see, client. Future, this is client. All right. There we go. Oh, really? Those didn't make it? Oh, those are my recent changes. Yes. You just got stuck in that, Nano. Oh, amusing. That's funny. All right, so get status. Yeah, those, okay. Add messages, get commit-m, fix, what is that, messages? That's not correct. Values, change size. All right, let's go back here. It has been forever. Oh, close a quick fix list. There we go. Here we have our little ASCII diagrams at the top. Server is. Yeah, that's a lot of stream multiplexer now, so that's all gone. Toss that at the bottom. Oh, and I've actually been getting rid of the soon or never code, as it's not needed with Oh, the back pressure is set up with Stream Multiplexer. It's really nice to be able to say, I have one task processing authentication. I have one task processing character selection. Because now I know that I'm not going to be doing more than what those tasks can handle. And that is a really, really nice feeling. If I want to be able to kind of make that, be able to handle things, I could split it out of the server. I could have it on a different machine altogether. I really like that. Speaking of tasks, yes? Oh, you removed all the spawns from Twitch chat this morning. Oh, that's impressive. That's cool. I would like to be able to do that with Multiplexer. But I folded and just tossed so many in there. Oh, wow. That's cool. I'm impressed. Does that make it easier to have it kind of runtime agnostic? Or are you still tied to Tokyo? Not that strongly. Spawn was a big blocker. Yeah. Oh, you used rate limiter. No more client. Wow. I see. So you're letting the consumer of this actually maintain that. Wow. That spawns in the demo or in the crate. That's cool. I'm gonna have to look at your change log. I want to see what you did. You have a dispatcher, you have these other elements, Twitch chat, we have dispatcher, runner, and status, control events. Client is now runner. Oh, I see. One commit. That's cool. Runner and a control type, I see. So you can figure out how you want to shut it down. I see, and you're not awaiting the run loop here. Right now it is writer mute and stop. Let's see. Huh. Join part. See, so these are other events that you had before with your dispatcher. That's cool. I like it. That's cool. All right. Should probably. It's dispatcher, runner instead of client. Oh, I see. Once you get rid of 4 spawns by moving the dispatcher out. That is cool. Hey, Buff Seagull, thank you for the follow. Right, this was exercise on that. Yeah, that can go away too. Let's see, I want to reset up the goal and next steps. Yes, we got a little sidetracked when we went to here. Integration tests and add metrics to the server. That ended up leading to Tokyo getting stripped out and us learning futures with async and await. Now that these things are coming back together, I think we should start to look at that again. On that type recently. Oh, buff string. Oh. Yeah, what is that? Perhaps a type that is async, write and read, and buffers its input and output. Huh. That's cool. That's really nice. And those are themselves async read and write, so you can take advantage of that by wrapping the things that you have in those. That, again, that's cool. You pass in the async read and write. I'd say Tokyo stream, Tokyo TLS stream. Nice. Then wrap it in buff stream and you get buffer read writes. And now. Huh. That is nice. That is really nice. So in this case, I wonder what sort of integration tests we could do there. Because the goal of this was a multiplayer test. And some of these kind of regressed. Does that change? I need to clean up this So I want this organized again. A lot of this still needs to be integrated back. I'm wondering if I should look at integration tests for what actually works currently, and see if what we have now will make this possible. I hope so. And then you have a loop select, which has the read, write, report, and some other internal features. Ported it to Tokyo before Tokyo select, so you get a bunch of tasks. I see. That's very cool. Well, today I will try to clean up my task list. Might have a meeting here or there that I can actually work on that task list. But no, that's good. I'm glad we can actually walk around on the server now. Very, very nice. So we're gonna set up a raid. It's good to hang out, Museum. Let's see. My goodness, is LimeDye actually coding today? Let's raid LimeDye. Yeah, Xenocron, that's what I want to try next, is getting some of these things either not necessarily mocked out. Some of these types, excuse me, some of the traits are set up in such a way that I can swap out the database now, or the TCP side of things. So I can actually run everything from either like a cursor and a vector of U8s and some mock database server or something else. So it's really kind of the edges of the server are going to be able to be mocked out, which is really nice. So the first thing we did, which was a while back, it was in maybe December, was setting up the database stuff so it could be swapped out. And now with the stream multiplexer in there, that can also be swapped out. Or at least the streams that we give to stream multiplexer can be easily swapped out. So we're gonna raid in 5 seconds. I'm gonna jump onto LimeDye here.